Hey guys, this is your host Eric. Today we are going to watch action genre movie called Creed. Spoilers ahead, turn on your subtitle, I greatly appreciate your support. Enjoy the video. The film begins in 1998 at a children's prison, where we meet our main character, Agnes. Donnie Johnson got into a fight before any serious damage was done. After being placed back in his cell, the officers arrive and separate the boys. Marion Crete visits Donnie, thinking she is another social worker there to place him in another group home. Donnie refuses to speak to her until she says his father is her husband and she wants him to come live with her. Donnie inquires about his father's name. The woman informs the boy that his father, Apollo Creed, was a legendary boxer. She introduces herself as his stepmother. The scene shifts to Mexico, where Donnie is competing in a boxing match. He easily defeats his opponent and collects his earnings. He returns to Los Angeles, where he works a desk job. 12 hours later, he has a successful career, but he is dissatisfied, despite being promoted that day. He hands in his resignation letter to his boss and decides to move on. He tells his boss that he wants to be a professional boxer, and that he will concentrate on that. He eventually goes to the Delphi Boxing Club. Tony Little Dukes Jr., a family friend, manages the boxing academy where his deceased father used to train. Tony Duke Evers, Apollo's trainer, is his father, but Donnie has changed his mind. He discovers that his uncle was against him becoming a boxer because he did not want him to suffer the same fate as his late father. His father died in a boxing ring during one of his fights, we learned. The man in the gym makes it abundantly clear that he will not be coached in this gym. Donnie, on the other hand, is adamant that he has made up his mind and that he will fight. He then challenges all of the fighters in the gym to a fight, with the winner receiving the keys to his house. One fighter steps forward, but Donnie easily knocks him down. Danny Stuntman Wheeler, another professional fighter, takes on Donnie and defeats him, stealing the keys. When Donnie visits Marianne's house, she notices his bloodshot eye. She despises the fact that he is fighting, as if Apollo is reminding him of his days as a fighter. His stepmother tells him that she can forgive him for what happened that day, but that if he continues to fight, she will not see him again because she cannot go through all of that again. Later, Donnie observes an old fight between his father and Rocky Balboa and his mother, as well as his father's fighting style. Donnie then relocates to Philadelphia to begin again. Donnie is attempting to sleep when he hears loud music coming from the apartment below him. He knocks and meets his next-door neighbor, Bianca. He demands that she turn down the music, but she insists on keeping it the same. The following day, Donnie visits the legendary boxer's restaurant, where he sees a photograph of Rocky and Apollo fighting in their first match in 1976, and he finally meets the legendary Rocky Balboa. He requests that Rocky train him, but Rocky declines. Donnie questions him about a third fight they had behind closed doors and who won. Rocky informs him about what his father did that night. Donnie is having difficulty sleeping because he had so much hope. The following morning, Donnie attends Mighty Mix Boxing, a boxing academy. He does not reveal his real name there because he does not want people to know he is the son of a legend, so he simply registers as Donnie. He is now a member of that organization. He is watching a new segment on an undefeated boxing champion in his new apartment, Ricky Conlan, who is set to compete in what could be his final professional match after being charged with gun possession and facing up to 7 years in prison. Conlan was supposed to fight Wheeler, but they got into it early and Conlan broke Wheeler's arm. Wheeler filed a lawsuit against Jaw as a result. Donnie continues to train at that club and meets with Rocky to pick his brain about the challenges he faces while training. Rocky pays a visit to the gym where Donnie now trains one day. When Rocky walks into the gym, everyone is stunned to see the legend there, and they eagerly await his arrival. The owner of the gym then arrives and introduces Rocky to his son, Leo Purino. He is a professional boxer with 12 wins in his career and an Olympic gold medalist. The gym owner asks Rocky to train his son, but Rocky says he only came to the gym to see Donnie. Rocky decides to take Donnie under his wing, and Donnie begins referring to himself as a monk. Donnie stays at Rocky's house while they train early and develop a close bond. After hearing Bianca perform at a nightclub, Donnie decides to pursue a relationship with her. He learns that she has progressive hearing loss and is preparing for the inevitable when the two go out for Philly cheesesteaks. Donnie has made significant progress since beginning training with Rocky, according to the gym owner. As a result, he suggests that the boy begin his professional career by working for his son Leo. Rocky is initially hesitant, but when Donnie persists, he finally agrees. Rocky ensures that Donnie trains with all of his heart. Rocky takes the boy to Front Street Gym after he has had many hard training sessions with him. He introduces the boy to his colleagues and friends. Donnie is training with a lot of boxers as his fight against Leo Espino approaches. Pete approaches Rocky and informs him that he knows Donnie is Apollo Creed's son, hoping to gain favorable publicity. Pete wants to capitalize on the name, but Rocky prefers to keep it a secret. The match begins, and after being dominated by Leo in the first round, Donnie makes a comeback and defeats Leo in the second round. The news of his win quickly spreads. Donnie, Apollo's son, is discovered to be the result of an affair. During Apollo's marriage, commentators begin to look at Donnie differently, as he had predicted, and they wonder if this discovery will harm Apollo's legacy in Liverpool. Tommy Holiday, Colin's manager, learns of this and believes it will make for an exciting evening. He travels to the United States to meet with Rocky and Donnie and propose the fight. Rocky refuses to tell Donnie that he is not yet prepared for a fighter like Ricky, but Donnie persists, assuring him that he will work his tail off for this. Rocky eventually agrees. He begins to put Donnie through additional training, but he vomits and collapses. Rocky is taken to the hospital for a test by Donnie. Rocky later visits the doctor, and he is diagnosed with non-lymphoma Hodgkin's. The doctor says it's good that they caught it early and that they should start chemotherapy right away. But Rocky refuses because it didn't work for Adrian when the same thing happened. Donnie eventually discovers the truth on his own and is upset with Rocky for refusing to seek help. But Rocky prefers to accept his fate. After a brief argument, Rocky tells the boy that he is not his family and that he should only focus on his. Donnie begins to worry that now that his name has been revealed to the world, he will be viewed as a fake Creed and a failure to his father's legacy. He pays a visit to Bianca at the club where she is performing and meets Tone. Tone poses for a photo with Donnie, but he irritates him by referring to him as Baby Creed. This turns into a brawl, and Donnie is arrested. Rocky comes to his rescue, and after a lengthy conversation, they reconcile. Donnie and Rocky reach an agreement in which Rocky continues to train Donnie for the upcoming fight while he undergoes chemotherapy. After extensive training, Donnie has gained supporters throughout town, particularly among the area's youth. They fly to Liverpool to attend a press conference. Kinlan arrives on vacation and begins trash talking. Donnie's claim that he is an overnight success is a false creed. Rocky holds Donnie back from making a dumb move, saying this is what can land. He advises him to keep his emotions in check because this is a tricky business. After being lectured by his grandfather, Donnie receives a pleasant surprise when Bianca comes to see him, and they spend the night together. Then comes the big night. One of the most anticipated fights has arrived. Donnie makes his way to the arena, where Bianca awaits him. Marion watches from her home and sends Donnie his father's original American flag as a gift. The fans cheer for Banny as he walks to the ring, while Kinlan makes a dramatic entrance and all the fans chant his name. Seeing his opponent enjoying such a huge sport makes him nervous as the fight is about to begin. The match begins, and Donnie finds it difficult to tackle his opponent in the first round because he is lightning quick and mighty skilled. He slashes his eyes open. As the first round comes to a close, Donnie steps up and begins to land some blows, injuring his opponent's cheek as well. But it's not enough to persuade everyone else that he is. Rocky and Holiday offer encouragement and support to their respective fighters in between rounds. Donnie takes a lot of blows and spits a lot of blood. And eventually Kinlan hits his left eye so hard that it completely closes. However, because Donnie can still see clearly, the fight continues. Then, in the 7th round, Ricky lands a thunderous right hand on Donnie's face, knocking him out cold. As Ricky begins to celebrate his victory, believing that his opponent has fallen asleep, Donnie remembers why he is fighting and gets up quickly after seeing a vision of his deceased father in a boxing match. He gets up before the referee counts 10, and the medics examine him. The 12th round of the fight begins, and Donnie strikes back, hitting Kinlan several times before knocking him out. But Kinlan gets up before the referee counts to 10, ending the fight and keeping Kinlan undefeated. He does, however, respect Donnie's work, and Donnie reciprocates. The commentator approaches Donnie and conducts a brief interview with him. Donnie refers to Rocky as a member of his family. The commentator inquires as to what he would say to his father if he were present. He says he'd tell Apollo he loves him and knows he didn't abandon him on purpose. The fans then begin chanting Creed. Donnie and Rocky depart with Bianca. Rocky and Donnie scale the famed steps outside the Philadelphia Museum. Rocky is tired and struggling to keep up, but Donnie keeps pushing him, and when they reach the top, they enjoy the view together. We really appreciate you watching. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel with the notification bell because it is really important for us. Thank you.